Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, as you guys can see, we are going to be talking about the narcissist using fear-mongering during the coronavirus. The narcissist feeds off your fear. We all have a story, and when the relationship is over with the narcissist, that's when we realize that there was so many events that took place, and it was as if we were blindfolded, and the narcissist was, walking always one step ahead, holding your hand, and, with a grin on their face, literally knowing every move, every step that they take, and, listening to you. Speak of your past. Speak of how your day is going. Maybe you're having a bad week. The narcissist is willing to listen to anything you have to say, and they enjoy listening to your fears. And during this COVID-19, with the coronavirus, you have to understand that narcissists love this type of energy. This type of energy feeds them because they don't care about anyone. They don't care about anyone in a deep level. Things can get really ugly, but they won't show that because they know that you will try to use it against them. And you can say, I'm not the type of person to do that. If he told me that he was abused, or if he told me, something really painful, I wouldn't do that to him, or I wouldn't do that to her. You're not thinking like that. But see, the narcissist is like, I will never allow you to feed off my fear. Anything that I've ever told you is something that, everyone already knows. It's not a secret, and it doesn't hurt me. It actually makes me mad, and you're going to pay for it for bringing it up now because you're trying to make me think about it, and I'm trying to do something else, and you're pushing me towards that. And now I'm starting to feel as if you're trying to get information. This is where their paranoia comes in, and they start to think that you're going to do what they're doing to you because that's what they're doing. So this is where, they'll tell you that they're cheating, you're cheating on me, but you know that you'll do anything for them. So you're confused on why that person would say that to you. So then you start telling them that that's what they're doing because they're accusing you of that. And then they basically flip it back on you. And then it becomes to the point where you're so paranoid because they make you feel as if they're doing something, and they're giving you many different hints. And on top of that, they're very sloppy, and somehow, everything in the dark just comes to light. So when it does, they will continue to lie. And when you realize what's going on and you get upset, you will see that they will smirk. They don't feel bad for lying to you or deceiving you because their goal is to feed off your fear. So with this virus going on, it's a virus of fear, and the narcissist right now is like, I don't care about the virus. I don't care about even giving people sexual transmitted diseases. So do you really think I care about the virus? If I die, I just die. The narcissist is the type of person that will literally post pictures online and, talk about how they're staying indoors, and they're make sure that they're taking the necessary precautions. They'll tell you that they're not going anywhere. But trust me, the narcissist right now is very busy. They're busy everywhere. They have energy for everything and everyone because the conversation will automatically start with, oh, this COVID-19. Everyone is speaking of it. So they feel as if I don't really have to say too much. I just have to listen to people talk about how they feel, and then I'm going to laugh, say a couple of things, or, agree with what they said. And, but in reality, they don't care. They're just glad that you called them over and said, hey, it's boring, man. It's only going to be 3 of us over here, or it's only going to be a couple of people over here. Or, the narcissists right now, they're all over the place. They're looking to take trips. They're looking to be with different people. And, and some are staying with past supplies. Some of them are rekindling relationships. We have to, be honest, these hard times that just hit came around the time where a lot of people got their tax return. And we all know that the narcissist is feeding off fear. And on top of that, they're preying on people, trying to see what they can get out of that situation. And it could be anything. It could just be a place to stay, to make sure that they're secure during these times. And while they're securing themselves, they're also venturing out in other places. This fear-mongering during these times have narcissists just starting conversations about everything and making jokes about everything. And they're using this to definitely get in good with a lot of different people and kind of just stay as chameleons. They're chameleons. That's what they are. But I do believe that a lot of people do feel something different about them when they're around, even if they're charismatic. And what happens a lot, I think, too, is that even when the narcissist gets, people do figure them out. I think that most of the people around them accept who they are, because let's face it, we live in a society where people accept bad behavior. They think it's cool. They think that's, I don't know, that's a form of status. I don't know, but I just feel as if sometimes we give the narcissist too much credit when they're very predictable, and in the end, they're looking at you after you have been, staying indoors with them, trying to keep the house together and things like that, and, trying to stay safe. While you're doing all these things, they'll just pick up when things start getting better for them, or they find somewhere else to go, and, they're going to look at you like, okay, I'm leaving, and you're kind of like, well, wow, you said, I thought you came back because it was the end of the world. I thought, the world was going to end, and you said we were in love, and I was your soulmate, and these hard times, you need me, and you were thinking about me, or you wanted to make sure I was safe, and then you're just like, why? And they're literally going to just look at you and just flat out, tell you, well, I didn't tell you that, or I didn't come back to you. You wanted me here. You know how I am. That's not my fault. Well, I guess you fell for it again. You chose to do it. I didn't point a gun to your head. Like you did this to yourself. What am I supposed to do about this? Just move on with your life. And you're like, well, I've been on and off with you for 25, 30, 50, 100 years. So move on. They'll be walking with a cane, hopping on one leg, walking away from you and ghosting you and rekindling relationships for the rest of their life with whoever will put up with them. And a lot of times the downfall on the narcissist is that they know how to be very charming, but when people really stay around them for quite enough time, that anger streak comes out. And this is why a lot of times, even if they are part of a cult, a group, an organization, a gang, whatever, or have, a tight group around, even if you might think they're loners, some narcissists act like they're loners and they're really not loners. They have different lives, different roles that they put for different people to play. They can go to someone and act like they're really very quiet, then go to someone else and act like a party animal, then go to someone else and act very civilized. They can go somewhere. It's just, sometimes it's like, what kind of energy are they running on? Like, are they on drugs? Like, the energy, I don't know. It's insane, you guys, but I'm making this video so that you guys can be careful and you guys can learn from this video and keep your heads up. Try to think about what you've went through, but do not stay in those thoughts, because the moment that you give in to those thoughts, more negative thoughts come, and then you start speaking those thoughts with your words, and you start to curse yourself, and then you're wondering why things aren't going your way, and then your soul and your heart hurts, and you feel pain, and you feel anxiety, and you feel like you don't know what to do, where to go, like there's no home, there's no peace, and you feel like you're living in your own hell. And it's because you go and you relive the past. And when you go to the narcissist, you go back to the past every single time. You can be doing the same thing over and over again, but every single day is different. And when you start to live in that reality, that those thoughts that are coming into your mind are not your reality, they're just thoughts that have been instilled in your memory because of those bad memories that are connected to that person. And this is why you must put yourself first, and you must learn to live with yourself, by yourself. Talk to yourself. When those bad thoughts come, and then you tell yourself, catch yourself. When the bad thoughts come, don't start crying. Don't start yelling. Don't start taking your anger out on anyone. Just think to yourself. Silence yourself. Go somewhere peaceful and think to yourself, why do I feel like this? Why? And when you say why, think about those thoughts that were just coming to you that were so negative, and realize that the negative person in your head and the person that's asking why are two different people. The person with the negative thoughts, that's the hell you went through. That's not who you are when you're catching yourself thinking those things. And you have to tell that person, that little girl, that little boy, that that's not who you are, that situation was just part of your journey here in life, and that it's time to live. It's time to live and live life to your fullest, and Don't let this COVID-19 get to you. You guys stay strong. You guys are warriors. I believe in you. And everything happens for a reason. All you could do is love others and let others love you the best way that they know how. And stay away from anyone that just doesn't make you feel good. Live for you. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.